Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to Tiffany with Purpose, where I provide faith-based content with purpose and inspire you to do the same. I always share according to what the Lord places on my heart, and today this is a prophetic word, y'all, concerning a dream that the Lord gave me on July 28th. So in this dream, it's Christmas. At first, I'm watching this situation where there's this Middle Eastern family that is trying to make it by, but the economy is so bad and homes are being taken away and businesses are closing in this area. I can tell that there is one of those situations where like people with money are coming in and buying up all of this stuff, but like not caring about the families that have been here and not caring about the lives and their livelihood. And so everything's kind of being taken from them. And then it seems like one of the daughters is selling something, but she's trying to hide it. And it comes to a point where this particular family that I could see the whole time, I can like see them in their home and they're running a family business within the home, but they're pretty much the last ones standing. The people that had come in to kind of take everything had kind of done a final sweep, and they are now trying to figure out how still to have a good Christmas. And then all of a sudden, I'm not the one watching, but I kind of take over, like on purpose. Now it's me and my family instead of this family that I'm watching. And the girl that had been selling something before, I took that from her and I was going to hide it. Where I go to hide it is on a shelf that is behind some Christmas decorations. In the space that I'm in, there are two Christmas trees. When I go to hide this, then like these three children come into the house and they're pretty close off, and you can tell that these are kids that are burdened by the life that they live. And so I like try to talk to them, try to welcome them in, but they're pretty much giving no response. And there's three of them. There's two brothers and a sister, and I would say the oldest seemed to be maybe like 15, and then the next one's probably like, I don't know, 13, and then 11. They just kind of seemed within that age range. And the older brother, I asked him to grab something off of a tall shelf for me because I'm 5 foot, y'all. I can't reach nothing. But also I was asking him to do that because what I was telling him to grab was games, things that they could play with to try to make them more comfortable in this space. But when I turn around, the three of them are running around this Christmas tree, one of the Christmas trees, and as they are running around in circles, they literally receive a spirit of joy and their entire countenance is changed. Everything has been turned around. There also is a seemingly random scene in this dream. At one point, I see a can in this dream that is, no one's holding it, it's standing up, and there is a column of oil that is specifically tailored to this can that is coming from, you can't tell where it's coming from. Like obviously it's coming from up, but it's not necessarily coming from the ceiling. It is funneling through this can. The bottom of it is out. It is open on the top and the bottom, and beneath it there's a perfectly contained puddle. And I can't tell if this is oil or water or grain, but it is obviously a pouring out from the Lord. With that, something the Lord was explaining to me, talking about a continuous washing over, continuously like being washed through and through. That column was specifically fit to the can. It was not spilling outward. It was not getting all over the place. It was going through that can that had broken through. It did not have room enough to receive it, right? This vessel did not have room enough to receive it. And the weight of this oil caused a breakthrough. The weight of this oil caused a breakthrough that could not be stopped. It could not be contained, and it was coming from the Lord. Oh, a part that I forgot. Once the kids, after they had been running in the tree, I gave them some Christmas decorations to decorate the trees because they weren't decorated. I then gave them the ornaments to clothe or decorate the trees. So some important key things that we want to point out is the double portion that is in here. We want to point out this outpouring from the Lord that is meant for a specific vessel. We want to think about how there was a situation where something was being taken and there's a restoration, how the Lord now put someone different in place to kind of restore the situation. Because once I got in place and people were looking to me for what needed to be done, and they were going to be redeemed, everything else seemed to have been stripped away, but this particular family was going to be redeemed. Now, what I said was important earlier that I wasn't paying much attention to is like right before this happens, it's my mom's birthday, but my mom's birthday is in April. My mom's birthday is in April. How the Lord confirmed this word for me, like why I knew I needed to go ahead and make a video about this, is that I've mentioned on this channel before that I watch Wellspring Israel. I watch their videos, and their videos never randomly come up as suggested unless they post a new one. But that same day that I had this dream, a video of theirs posted from 2 years ago that was titled "Double for Your Trouble, Adar 2," where Adar, the month of Adar, is around the time of April, around the time of my mom's actual birthday. So it was just like a double confirmation of this. And where the Lord sent me for this is Isaiah chapter 61, the entire thing. And we're just going to read it. And I want you guys to just sit with this, to listen, to meditate on it, to speak it out, to get into the presence of the Lord with it, and allow him to speak to you concerning your specific situation, because this thing right here is anointed and it's timely. It's what the Lord has spoken and confirmed. Isaiah chapter 61 is entitled "The Year of the Lord's Favor." The Spirit of God is upon me, because the Lord has anointed me to bring good news to the poor. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to those who are bound, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor, the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all who mourn, to grant to those who mourn in Zion, to give them a beautiful headdress instead of ashes, the oil of gladness instead of mourning, the garment of praise instead of a faint spirit, that they may be called oaks of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he may be glorified. They shall build up the ancient ruins. They shall raise up the former devastations. They shall repair the ruined cities, the devastations of many generations. So all of that had to deal with me coming in to kind of save the day from this other family that was going to lose it. The Lord was installing me in place to do that. And then also this rebuilding the ancient, we talk about a lot about rebuilding here because it's what the Lord talks about a lot recently. But for me to give the children, once their countenance had changed, right? Instead of, they had gladness instead of the mourning, they had praise instead of this faint spirit. Strangers shall stand and tend your flocks. This again is me taking over from the other family. Foreigners shall be your plowmen and vine dressers, but you shall be called the priests of the Lord. They shall speak of you as the ministers of our God. You shall eat the wealth of the nations, and in their glory you shall boast. Instead of your shame, there shall be a double portion, the double trees. Instead of dishonor, they shall rejoice in their lot. Therefore in their land they shall possess a double portion. They shall have everlasting joy. For I, the Lord, love justice. I hate robbery and wrong. I will faithfully give them their recompense, and I will make an everlasting covenant with them. Their offspring shall be known among the nations, and their descendants in the midst of the peoples. All who see them shall acknowledge them, but they are an offspring the Lord has blessed. I will greatly rejoice in the Lord. My soul shall exult in my God, for he hath clothed me with the garments of salvation. He has covered me with the robe of righteousness, as a bridegroom decks himself like a priest with a beautiful headdress, as a bride adorns herself with jewels. For the earth brings forth its sprouts, and as a garden causes what is sown in it to sprout up, so the Lord will cause righteousness and praise to sprout up before all the nations. Okay, I just want us, and I am too, just to continue to sit with this, to meditate on it, sit with it in your prayer time, in your quiet time with the Lord, and allow him to minister to you in your own life. But know that this is a year of the Lord's favor. This is an appointed time for the Lord's favor to show up in this way. Why can I say that with confidence? Because the Lord is the one who brought this up. It's not like I was reading this and was like, oh, this sounds good, so inspired, so encouraging. The Lord brought it to me in a dream, and then he confirmed it to me in another way. And even when I read this today, specifically, I was looking for that double portion part and trying to interpret the dreams, but he was like, read the whole thing. And when I read the whole thing, I was like, this is it. I didn't need to say anything further, that this is what the Lord has spoken. So our responsibility is to get with him, to seek him further for what he has to say concerning this word. All right, just housekeeping, I guess. Bible study starts, guys, next Tuesday. I'm so excited. I hope you guys are excited. Those of you who have already decided to join in, and it's not too late. If you would like to join, the information is in the description box. You will find the curriculum. Within that curriculum, after you've explored it and you've decided you would like to be a part of this thing, there are questions. I'm saying curriculum. I'm a teacher. It's just language that I use, but for it's mapped out what we're going to be studying for the next few months, what books of the Bible we're going to be reading, and it flows in a way that we read and we answer these questions before we come, and then we discuss it together. Yeah, everyone's invited to share in this discussioning, in this learning process, and the Lord always does much more than what you might even think or expect in those spaces. So yeah, if you're interested in that, information is in the description box. Also, still doing the giveaway. You can still sign up for the Bible giveaway until August 3rd. On the 4th, I will be calling out a winner. There have already been many people to sign up. Yeah, I'm excited for that too. There will be an opportunity to win a Bible every month for the next 5 months. So many people are into this study Bible. I'm gonna have to stock up on some more of those, just because that seems to be the favorite, right? I have at least 5 of each of to give away. I saw that there was a male to enter into it, and I realized, I'm so sorry to you guys. I know that primarily my audience is women, but the truth of the matter is I don't want to exclude you guys from the giveaway, and so I have purchased some a couple more Bibles that are more masculine that you may want. So if you're a male and you signed up, I know that you chose the leather one because perhaps that one was the more masculine one. Unless you wanted that to give to someone else, totally different story. If you're a male and you would like to sign up, I'm adding an option to the form where there's a more masculine. The other ones have flowers, right? This one is it doesn't have flowers on it. But is that all? I think that's all. You guys be great in the strength of the Lord. Sit with him, y'all. This is do it for real. Do it for real and allow the Lord to bless you. We become ministers of the Lord when we allow him to minister to us. It is a reciprocated thing. He trusts us with his messages. He trusts us with the things that he's assigned us individually to do, whatever it is that he has anointed you for. He trusts us with those things. He downloads those things to us when we are sitting before him. So do take the time to do this and make it a habit in your relationship with the Lord. This is all that I have on all of this. Until next time, guys, you guys be great in the strength of the Lord.